Because Reese Waters got jokes for your ass. If you end up as the subject of one of Reese Waters' videos, you're going to get them jokes. Like you. Reese Waters is not playing with y'all. See this, I'm gonna tell y'all what that is. That is what happens when you play MAGA and then watch people's family get divided. Morning, Nana, love you. That's what happens. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Before I go into the Why Wednesday, let me help y'all understand something. As creators of content, we have a responsibility, okay? When you get past 10, 15, 20 followers, you have an obligation and a responsibility. If you tell jokes, they can't be stolen jokes. If you give political commentary, it can't be some bullshit that you stole from like Anderson Cooper or some shit. But when you do social commentary, like I do, you have a responsibility to not lead the people that watch you astray. Okay? I have made mistakes in videos and I've corrected them. Some videos I have not corrected. Not because, oh, wow, the algorithm, this, that, and the third, but because it's no longer a pertinent story now. I never once in the entire 2020 lead up to the 2024 election, I told everybody what I was going to do. I told everybody what I was going to do. I said I wasn't going to support Joe Biden, and I didn't. I said once I read Project 2025, it changed my opinion about shit, and it did. So I was like telling people to vote. Get your ass up, get off the couch, and go vote. But I never once said, hey, vote for this. Hey, vote for that. I said vote. I told everybody to vote because it is our civic duty as American citizens to do so. I told people to go vote. I never told them who to vote for because, again, my job is social commentary. Whatever society is doing, the bullshit that society is doing, that's the shit I talk about. That is my wheelhouse. It's one of the reasons I've said over and over, you cannot put every black creator of content in the same barrel. We're not the same. I'm different than Tabitha Speaks. Tabitha Speaks is different than a Conscious Lee. Conscious Lee is different than a T. Nathan. T. Nathan is different than an Aunt Karen. Aunt Karen is different than an Ebb Radio, what have you, right? We all are different. None of us occupy the same space. But when somebody literally tells you, hey, vote for this person. Don't vote for that person. That person does this, that, and the third. Vote for this person. And then they don't even vote. And the results of what they asked for end up biting people in the ass. You end up getting ridiculed, and rightfully goddamn so. Yep. So my thing is always going to be, the way I see it, this is why America has always failed. America has failed spectacularly so many times, it's not even funny because of that one simple thing. It's the lemming rule. Now, let me tie that all into this. Why Wednesday lemming talk? Far too many people are okay with being told what to do than to thinking about what to do. Far too many people are okay with being told what to do rather than thinking about what to do. About putting, it's almost like people are afraid. When you make those choices to tell people how to go out there and screw their goddamn selves, you get Pete Hegseth, a drunk, telling a room full of generals that he don't like fat generals, and his boss is Donald Trump. Yeah, that's what you get. I'm sorry. Argue with your mama. Argue with your mama. That's what you get. It's almost as if some people don't want to make, like, it's almost like, you have that choice, because choice is a bitch. Listen, choice is a bitch. That choice shit is a bitch, boy, because you will always be wondering, what if? That's why one of my favorite lines is out of a cartoon, Justice League Crisis on Two Earths, when Owlman went to Earth Prime. It's like, literally, with every choice we make, history branches in two, creating one Earth where we made the choice and another Earth where we didn't. Billions of people making billions of choices, creating infinite Earths. Some so similar to each other, you spend a lifetime trying to find any distinction. Others so radically different, they defy comprehension. Every version of reality balances vicariously on this singular Earth. Seems so different from the worst Earths we all know. I can't imagine what series of choices led to this world hurling out of its orbit, but I know this. The source of the cataclysm is the same as it always is. Man. And then Owlman said probably the most salient thing I've ever heard out of a movie, and that includes The Dark Knight. Man is a cancer. Man is a cancer, kids. Do you know why Donald Trump is sitting in the White House for the second time? Stupidity. People being like, really believing this bullshit. Yep, DCU, baby. Tea Time with T is in the building. But I'm dead ass about that. I'm dead ass about that. Donald Trump is a goddamn idiot. He is a goddamn idiot. I don't know why in the hell anybody would even think that this son of a bitch would be presidential material. What did he ever do? What did he ever do? What did he ever do? This man is out here telling generals and admirals he wants to use the United States, cities in the United States, as breeding ground or training grounds. But you can't tell the average Trump supporter how goddamn dumb he is. And there's a reason for that. Because these people don't want to think about the consequences of not supporting him. Tell me something. Do y'all like y'all local trash people? I like mine. I like our trash people. I do. But do you like your local trash person? Do you? Some of y'all don't even know who your local trash person is. And that's fine. You just like it when the trash is gone, right? Right? So you don't know, nor do you care who the hell it is picking the shit up. If your trash doesn't get picked up, you feel a kind of way. If it happens more than once, you're ready to burn down Wall Street. It's because of the comfort of it. It's comfortable. It is comfortable. You take your trash, you put it in a trash can, you put the trash out in front, or you put it in a dumpster. Dumpster gets cleaned, the end. If a pile of trash is sitting there, you start to get annoyed. If there's a big ass pile of trash sitting there, now your ass is pissed. Shit's wafting. You can't open your windows because it's wafting into the windows. Kids can't go outside and play because there's so many goddamn flies and shit like that. It's comfort. Donald Trump is comfort. He's comfort. He harkens back to a good old day. He harkens back to a good old day. Whatever that good old day is, nobody knows. But anybody that will tell you, yo, man, this dude is a goddamn grifting piece of shit, the first thing you hear out of these people is,
Sean the non-believer. Sean.
They don't want to listen to you. They don't want to understand you. Morning, Wolfie. Wolfie sent me something this morning that's going to piss y'all off. YouTube is going to pay Donald Trump $30 million because of a story that ran in the Australian news or YouTube channel. It's like, I think it was Australian, 60 Minutes, Wolfie? Wasn't that it? Hold on. And the rest made by police, but police said who it was as of yet. Wolfie, I hope it's that goddamn dude. They literally are going to pay this man $30 million because they said something that he didn't like. He's going international with stealing money. He's going international with stealing money. And why? Because people don't want to go and fight this man in court. ABC paid him $16 million. CBS paid him $20 million. And when they merged with Skydance, when Paramount merged with Skydance, they agreed to have somebody in there to fact check the news for conservative bias. I mean, I want y'all to think about that. This is what I mean by comfortable. Donald Trump harkens back to a time and a place where people were able to say and do whatever the hell they wanted without fear of retribution or anything like that. The problem is what they give up in return. I think I might have a sty on my eye. The drawback is what they get taken away from them in return. Chewbacca says, don't vote for Kamala, vote for Trump. I'm going to vote for Trump. I'm going to vote for Trump. Chewbacca doesn't vote for Trump. Trump wins, and now Spanish-speaking people all over America are getting snatched up off the goddamn streets. And people are okay with it. And these people who think they're getting their country back don't realize that the cost of it is democracy, fairness, the law, traditions. You know what I mean? These people are getting snatched up off the street, and Americans think this is okay. You can't unring that bell, baby. You cannot unring that goddamn bell. You can't unring that bell. You cannot unring that bell. You can't. We have fallen down into a hole we will never get out of. And that's on top of, okay, listen, what behaviors are you talking about? Leveraging people's financial needs or causes for gifts. I'm not doing that. What the hell kind of, again, there go TikTok. TikTok's another one. TikTok's another one. TikTok is another one. TikTok is another one. If y'all really honestly think social media will give you freedom of speech, you out of your goddamn mind. I said what I said. I'm telling y'all right now, if y'all think social media is this bastion of free speech that y'all think it is, you out your goddamn mind. You out of your goddamn mind. I really want y'all to see and understand me. The government is being shut down because Trump wants to have a temper tantrum and wants to punish trans people and wants to punish more Mexicans, all because he didn't get his goddamn way. Morning, Just Jess is in the building. We all have to live with this. We got to live with these mistakes. We do. We want to. He is going to fire federal workers. And there will be Trumpers that will come in here and talk about my goddamn fingernails and my goddamn earrings, not talking about that bullshit. Why the hell would you want to fire? Why would you want to fire federal goddamn workers? Because for 40 years, people have been being told that the government doesn't work. It's our government, you dumb sons of bitches. Y'all want to get mad at the federal government for not doing something. It's our government. It belongs to us. If the bitch is unfunctional, bitch is us. It's our fault. But again, Donald Trump allows you to not have to take any responsibility. It's all the government's fault. He gonna make America great again. Da, 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 da. There's a delay. Hey, Wolfie, there's a delay in payments. Government agencies like the Social Security Administration and stuff like that are shut down. We've gone through this before. We have gone through this before. This is that bullshit, though. This is that bullshit. Unfortunately, here we are once again in the midst of dealing with other people's fears of not advancing and progressing and shit like that. You had a major in the National Guard who is now the Secretary of Defense tell a room full of admirals and generals that they need to do their job better. And talked about how overweight some of these people were. Your boss is overweight, dog. Y'all understand we are on heart watch, every one of us, because we realize that overweight some bitch. Come on now. Every one of us is looking dead ass at Donald Trump every day, going, he needs to leave. YouTube, I know y'all won't be able to hear any of the sound effects, so I apologize. Every day, every one of us is like, hey, anytime, buddy. Anytime. I never had in the history of human life have more people been looking at the heart of one human being waiting for the sumbitch to stop. Waiting. We out here like, hey, yo. What's up on that heart attack, homie? Like, hey, yo. Hey, yo, bitch. Annabelle with the $5 super chat. If he fires the Fed workers, he can fill them with his fans, consolidating the presidential powers. Exactly. My gifting is suspended for 14 days on your live. Reason leveraging personal finances needs to cause this for gifts. That has got to be the stupidest damn thing I've ever heard of. Once again, TikTok doing their bullshit. So, super chats are open over on YouTube. That's all I'm going to tell you. But this is the shit that pisses me off the most. Meanwhile, and did y'all notice nobody's talking about the fact that Peter Thiel was in the Epstein files? Oh Lord. Nah, I'm not. I probably won't stay on this damn thing. Nobody's talking about that. They dropped 3 names out of the Epstein files this past week. Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, and Steve Bannon. They just let that out there, and it stayed in the news cycle for about a half a minute. I wonder why. Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, and Steve Bannon were names that were leaked from the Epstein files. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody is talking about it. Exactly. I thought there wasn't no files. Who knew? Who knew? America is lazy. America is lazy. America is lazy. Our voting populace is lazy. And don't get me wrong, I'm right there with you. I'm not ever going to, y'all know me. If I make an accusation out loud, I'm not about Vance Bostic. You will run into primary Hakeem Jeffries? Good, Vince. What did you say his name is? Hold on. Good thing, Vance. Good goddamn stuff. Understand, anytime I make an accusation about the American people through this microphone or in front of these cameras, understand, I'm also talking about myself. I love politics. Absolutely, 100%. I love politics. But I also know I have not been as on the ball about politics as I should have been. You know what I mean? I understand that. I too have been lazy. But that's our problem, kids. We have not done enough to truly make the government work for us as opposed to against us. I'm sorry, we haven't. And now we're being led by some of the dumbest sons of bitches on the planet. Some of the dumbest, most ineffective, most unqualified bitches that have ever been seen in any government office in my entire lifetime. We are where we are right now because every one of us have been in survival mode. Every one of us have been in survival mode. Thriving? We don't even know what the hell that is. What is thriving? What does that even mean? How do you thrive? What are you thriving for? We all out here just trying to breathe. Every one of us is out here like, yo, I just don't want to drown. Bitch, I just don't want to drown. I just don't want to drown. Existing. Every day. We out here like begging. Oh, Eric Murphy with the $4.99 super chat because TikTok ain't shit. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that, brother. It is tiring being an American in the United States today. It is. It is tiring. It didn't have to be this way, but it is the way it is now. Why? Because we have moneyed elite interests above everyone else. Do y'all understand? I think there's maybe, 800 billionaires in America. If I'm not mistaken, it's something like 800 billionaires in America. There are 330 million people. I think if I'm not mistaken, it's like 830 something billionaires. There's 330 million Americans. Do I think Trump stole the election? I do. I do. I think he did. I think he did. I think he did. But we are out here struggling. Struggling. Every one of us. We're tired. We're overworked. We're underpaid. Our children are being less educated. What up, Moose? Our children are being less educated. Our food is less safe to eat. Our water is less safe to drink. Our air is less safe to breathe. We are literally asking ourselves, how are we going to pay this bill and that bill at the same time? People are taking out loan after loan after loan after loan just so that they can survive. Not thrive, survive. Who is this? Hey, 5H, whatever your goddamn name is, you can leave now. We don't sell Next Energy on here. Sorry. We're just trying to survive this bitch. Because we did not take, and I know this is going to sound like I'm shitting on everybody in here. But again, understand, I don't say anything through this microphone that does not also include my damn self. We let these people lie to us. We let these people lie to us. We let these people lie to us, and we never checked them. Never. Never checked them. Never checked them. We never did. We never told them, don't do that. Nah, don't do that. We never did. We were content. We got incremental. We got incremental. And we were happy with that incremental until we noticed that a certain group was getting fast-tracked. Fast-tracked. Eric Prince, who's the guy who owned Blackwater, and then when Blackwater had such a bad taste in their mouth after all the F-ups that Blackwater did, he changed it to some other shit. He wants to take over federal, the military with like private contractors, and he's also angling to take over law enforcement here in America. And there are people in Washington, D.C., both Democrats and Republicans, that are open to that shit. No, I'm not. I'm sorry. Why are we sitting there letting that shit happen? Wolfie said, it pissed me off at Trump's speech the other night when he said the U.S. cities were going to be used as training grounds. Why did no military say to him that, what the F are you think you're doing? Because, Wolfie, everybody in that room was scared. I'm going to say something. I know it hurts, and there might be a general listening or something like that might really be mad at me. But every person in that room was afraid. Because Donald Trump told them, you can laugh or not, but I can fire you on the spot. You got men and women that have been in there for 25, 30, 35, 40 years of their life. And they have to listen to a bone spur having 5-time draft dodging piece of shit. I went over to X, gonna give it to you in the Twitter, because they were talking about Pete Hegseth's shit. A retired general made a joke. Well, not even a joke. He put out a statement that said, this is what the funny mustache man did with his generals. Brought them all to one place and made them swear loyalty to the funny mustache man. And Pete Hegseth's answer was, cool story, General. So I go down in the comments, and would you believe there were people in those comments that said the general should be brought back on to active duty, given a court-martial, reduced in rank, and thrown in jail? They call General Mark Miley a traitor. And it's always the same Oakley and sunglasses, Oakley sunglasses and bearded white men contingent. They got so much to say, but you can guarantee you none of them served. They call General Mark Miley, retired General Mark Miley, a traitor. Pete Hegseth talked about getting rid of identity holidays. In the military, they celebrate different holidays. Hispanic Heritage Month, Black History Month, Asian and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. All that's gone. All that's gone. We've allowed a bunch of people that don't know what the hell woke means to turn woke into a word that they bash everybody upside their head with. These people don't know what the hell that even means. Stupidity is now the calling card of the world, of America. Dead ass. Stupidity is now the calling card of America. And I'm going to tell you something. The Democrats helped this along. I know a lot of y'all going to be like, wait. How did they do this? Because they ran away from the word liberal. When they ran away from the word liberal, they opened the door for people to demonize shit like woke. Let me tell y'all something. Liberals got your ass a weekend. Exactly, K-Jax. Katusas get more holidays than we do. I spent a year in Korea. Katusas had holidays like a mug. Katusas were Korean soldiers that were embedded and worked with companies over there. I worked with several great Katusas, awesome people. It was liberals that got your asses the weekend. It was liberals that got your ass the 40-day work week, 40-day work week, 40-hour work week. It was liberals that created unions that protected your goddamn job. All those people that like to call themselves redneck, go look up at the Battle of Blair Mountain. Redneck isn't I drive a brand new Ford 7550 pickup truck with brand new boots, brand new shit kicker boots, nice ass jeans, a big ass cowboy hat, and I sing about family values and Republican bullshit. A redneck used to be the people that fought against the goddamn system. If you don't believe me, look up the Battle of Blair Mountain. Look up the Battle of Blair Mountain, goddammit. Exactly. Thank you, Vance. Thank you, Vance. Meanwhile, Hakeem Jeffries is voting in favor of union busting while smiling at union rallies. Oh, no, get your bitch ass out of there, Hakeem. It was liberals that got y'all this shit. And yet, for some reason, we have all seemed to forget this. And the Democrats ran from it because, oh my God, hold on. What did we put in work meet? What did he say? Wait a minute. Did this man call me a little boy? This little boy has no clue, barks all this on his podcast. We Yet Hates podcast. Hey, Daniel Bowling, sit your stupid ass down, son. Isn't it time for you to go sell dildos? Daniel Bowling out here trying to sell dildos and talk shit about my ass. You should have been selling dildos, but instead you all up in my face, Go sell some dildos and shut your goddamn mouth. Shut your mouth. You should have sold some dildos. Get your ass out of here. Rubber dick seller. Anyway, Liberals were the ones that fought for the people. Liberals were. Conservatives, by nature, are there to conserve something. My sister and fellow founder of the Villains Guild, my friend, what Jay said, my little sister, what Jay said is in the building. Hold on. Wolfie. Wolfie over here laughing at me. Wolfie, you didn't like my dildo or something? Word? For real? Like, when Democrats ran away from the word liberal because it's like, well, the Republicans say we're not tough on crime. Bitch, you already were. Who is under the impression that liberals like crime? Who told y'all this? Where they do that at? It's the same misconception they have about the black community. Let me help, for all of you well unaware white folks, let me help y'all understand something. Black people hate crime too. Who the hell told y'all we like crime? Who told y'all this? Damn. No, we don't like criminals in our neighborhoods. I'm sorry. I know this hurts some of y'all feelings because y'all are able to use that word liberal as to hate crime and shit like that. Let me help your dumb asses here understand something. Black folks don't like criminals. We ain't never like no goddamn criminals. Never. What we also didn't like was the fact that when y'all brought y'all asses into our goddamn communities, everybody was getting this work. The dude that actually did the shooting, along with every other person in the damn neighborhood, was a suspect. I hate that shit. Black folks hate that shit. What kind of dumbass shit is that? Oh, you black people love our criminals. Bitch, please. Bitch, please. I'm telling you, some of y'all need to have your goddamn head examined if you think black folks love us some goddamn crime with your stupid asses.
And after you hang me,
kiss my ass.
Kiss my ass.
Same thing with liberals, kids. We want fairness in policing. Is that a novel concept? Oh, wow. Is that novel? We want police to actually be accurate in what they're doing in problem solving, crime solving, and things like that. Stop hemming up Miss Johnson for a drive-by shooting. She's 86 years old. She literally goes down the damn steps to go to her mailbox and goes back up. She doesn't do anything else. She don't. Why you got to treat her like a criminal? Why do all our black kids got to get treated like criminals when the person you're looking for is 6'3" and 285 pounds and between the ages of 35 and 40? Why are you hemming up a 14-year-old? Liberals want justice done correctly. You have millions of dollars every year. Every police department in America gets millions of dollars a year. Rather than buying a goddamn MRAP from the Army, maybe put that money into some more detectives. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? What's going on, hermano? Maybe do that. Maybe do that. Stop dressing up like y'all ass getting ready to take down Fallujah. Stop going into brown neighborhoods, disrespecting people, calling them Juan, Maria, and bullshit like that. If there's a criminal in the goddamn community, go get him. Find that one. Leave everybody else the goddamn F alone. Nobody roots for criminals. Nobody. Maybe the justice system shouldn't be locking up non-violent drug offenders. You can build a supermax for serial killers and gang members, but you can't build a minimum security goddamn prison for these people who were just holding on to a crack rock or some weed. Is that it? Maybe do that. Liberals want to take your money. No, we don't want to take anything. Liberals want fairness. There is no reason I should pay more in taxes than Jeff Bezos. I said what I said. I don't think I should be paying more in taxes than Elon Musk. Ain't going nowhere. If you have a minimum wage job and you only made like $15,000 or $20,000 a year, you should have a certain amount of that taxed, but not to the point of breaking you. If you made that much an hour or that much a day, bitch, yes, you should be taxed highly. Because we got to pay for the roads, the bridges, the schools, and everything else, the property and everything else that you're going to take advantage of. Well, I have a big-ass company. Well, guess what, bitch? You should pay a big-ass tax. There you go. And you get tax subsidies? And you get tax subsidies? Nah, you don't get the double dip, bitch. There's no double dipping, baby. Never. If your business is in America, but you got money in the Cayman Islands, bitch, you cannot have it both ways. Make a decision. Make a goddamn decision. If your business is in America, but your money's in the Cayman Islands, either your business going to be in the Cayman Islands or your money going to be in America. It's as simple as that, bitch. Make a decision. Oh, well, you're just punishing wealth. No. I'm holding wealth to account. I'm holding wealth to account. Because Jeff Bezos doesn't have a flying car, which means his car gets on roads that I pay for. My tax dollars help for him to cross that bridge. He shouldn't walk through this bitch scot-free. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can get mad at me if you want to.
And after you hang me,
Kiss my ass.
kiss my ass.
They ran away from the word liberal like it was toxic. And they literally have everybody believing that they can do that to any word that they want. Any word that they want. That's why they will hit you with the letters for diversity, equity, inclusion, and acceptance, but not those actual words. DEI is bad. Now you got to go, well, no, actually, DEI. No, bitch, I ain't got to explain to you what diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility is. Why I got to tell you? You went to school, didn't you? Then you learn. Then you learn. Why I got to tell you? Why I got to be on panels with people talking about we're getting rid of DEI? What do you mean? Just say black? Can you just say black and woman? Can you say that? Can you say that? When you all talk about woke, you're talking about black folk. We know what you're talking about. Because of the historic nature of America's racism and how on display it's always been, we are now stuck having an argument with a bunch of dumbass people who want to take the word woke into places that don't even goddamn belong. Why? 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 Why do I got to go on a live panel with somebody that will use the word woke a Nazi, why do I have to listen to them? Why I got to be in a panel with them and I can't tell them, if you don't sit your goofy ass down some damn where?
I'm running this shit. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
That's disrespectful to me because I know what this shit means. Why do I have to be on a panel with anybody that wants to ask me what is a woman? That's what we talking about today. It wouldn't matter because y'all ain't gonna give her no goddamn rights in the first place. I can 100% define for you what a woman is. It won't matter because you done took all her goddamn rights in the first place. But you want to know what that means. Well, liberals don't know what is a woman. What difference does it make? She can't even control her own goddamn body. I'm sorry. You want me to define some shit and literally have her ass that, okay, I just defined her. Whether her rights. She ain't even got none. Oh, that's bullshit.
And after you hang me, kiss my ass.
Kiss my ass. Why should I have to be subjected to that? Why do we even let these people talk? But once again, this is what happens. This is what happens when you do not take your government seriously. When you treat politics like an option, this is what you get. Again, I'm not going to sit here and tell y'all wrong for that. Y'all come home, your feet hurt, your back hurts, you're tired. You ain't got time to figure out what's the latest thing going on in Washington, D.C. or what's the latest thing going in the state house in your state. I get that. I get that. But you have to make the time, people. You have to make the time. Because if you don't, what you get is what you deserve. I lead that back up to Pete Hegseth and Donald Trump telling military leaders how to do their goddamn jobs. Every one of those military leaders, every one of them, they all, I'm pretty sure every one of them voted. All those generals and admirals, I'm pretty sure all of them voted. And I'm pretty sure a lot of them voted for the person that's standing on that stage. I'm pretty sure they did. Until they saw who his goddamn Secretary of Defense was. And then they realized how big of a damn mistake they made. Like, are you for real? Him? You mean the Fox News host? Are you for real right now? The problem is, you are a military general. You are a military admiral. You should not be voting like the mouth-breathing populace in the United States. These people have doctorates and PhDs, and they voted stupidly. Imagine Albert Einstein, instead of becoming very smart, y'all found him in a $10 house.
Your mama still working in $10 houses?
You imagine that shit? Like, I'm Albert Einstein. I could have done more about nuclear fission, but I was too busy in a $10 house.
Your mama still working in them $10 houses?
You got to be smarter than that. Those generals have to, generals and admirals, they have to be smarter than that. Because whoever sits in that White House, and mind you, I was told this my entire military career. I was told this the whole time I was in the military, right? I was told that it didn't matter who sit in the White House, it didn't matter who sit in Congress, and it didn't matter who was sitting in the Senate. We still had a job to do. And that's perfectly fine. I get that. Yes, Republican, Democrat, the military still rolls on. The problem is if you don't encourage your soldiers and your sailors and your airmen and your Marines and your Coast Guardmen and your Guardians to be involved in things like voting, you're making them just as dumb as you are. I get it. We serve no matter who's in the White House. But some of the people that are in the White House can be a danger to everything that we serve. When you have a president that is perfectly okay with ignoring parts of the goddamn Constitution, then what the hell are we doing the job for? It is our civic duty as American citizens to vote. It is our civic duty as Americans to vote. And I don't want to hear, oh, well, voting don't matter. If it didn't matter, why are Republicans so hell-bent on making sure your ass don't? If voting was so useless and didn't matter so much, why are there gerrymandering districts? Why are there restrictions on voting? Why? It's not a podcast. And I'm pretty sure your ass is another version. Thank you. Thank you, Angry. I tell y'all, Angry's not in the mood. Angry is not in the mood. Y'all better leave Angry the hell alone. Angry's on it today. Angry's on that. Angry's on that bullshit today. Hey, if I'm on my bullshit, Angry stay on his bullshit. Angry. Hey, you know that statue that they put in Washington, D.C., the friendship statue of Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein? You know they released a 3D model for that, right? Angry. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Angry. Are you picking up what I'm putting down, sir? They released a 3D model for that friendship statue. Oh, told y'all. Angry like, on it already, dog. Listen, I said, hey, Angry. They released a 3D model. Angry's like, listen, y'all better leave Angry the hell alone, man. Oh, my goodness. Listen, y'all better leave Angry the hell alone. The angry IT nerd is not to be played with. He is not. Anyway, we have to stop, passing off our responsibilities. We got to. Because the way I see it, and I've said this before, we get the government we deserve. We get the government we deserve, right? So with us getting the government that we deserve, it also means that we are responsible for whatever that government does. I go back to this Chewbacca woman. You don't get to yell out, I'm going to vote for this. You should vote for this because that thing over there is bad. And then cry about the badness of the thing you voted for. One of the biggest problems I have with a lot of Latinos for Trump, blacks for Trump, all of you insert whatever for Trumps, the reason I have such a big problem with y'all is that y'all didn't think about anybody but your goddamn self. I need y'all to hear me and hear me very goddamn closely, okay? Listen to me very closely. I don't care. There's 189 people watching on TikTok. There's like 35 people watching on YouTube. I don't know how many people listening on air. Let me help y'all understand something. You ready? Here we go. What you do will affect the person next to you. What they do will affect you. Hear me again. What you do will affect the person next to you. What the person next to you does will affect you. This selfish bullshit has got to stop. This selfish bullshit has got to stop. Let me help y'all understand something. I do not have but one child going to public school. I got a bunch of grandkids going to public school, but I only have one child in the public school system right now. When I vote, I don't just vote for her. I vote for every kid in her class. I vote for every kid, every class in her school. I vote for every school in the district. I vote for every district in the state. I want to make goddamn sure every child gets an opportunity to learn. And if that means, oh wow, kids eat breakfast and lunch at school, let's make sure every one of them kids got it. I'm looking at something that just popped up over on Huffington Post. Red states are leading the effort to ban books, and now the government is joining in. This is the shit I am talking about. What you do affects the person next to you. That means if you take your selfish ass into a goddamn voting booth, vote for some stupid shit, and you win, you're affected, and so is the person over there. So is the person next to you. So is your neighbor. So is your sister. So is your brother. There's never been a goddamn good country that banned books. I don't know how many times I got to say that. No country that bans books is a good country. No country that bans books is a good country. None. But that's what happens when you abdicate. That's what the word I was looking for. Abdicate your responsibility to be a good person in society. Moms for Liberty should have been shut down in the beginning. I said what the hell I said. Them hoes should have been knocked off. Them hoes should have been knocked off. They should have been knocked off. There's no reason Moms for Liberty still exists, except for the fact that we are not taking the reins of getting them hoes up out of there. That's it. That is it. That is it. There is no reason Moms for Liberty exists or should exist. None. Instead, we just see them and we act like we don't. Do you know more people are mad about Bad Bunny being in the Super Bowl halftime show than they are about the fact that red states are banning books? There will be more conversations around Bad Bunny being the halftime entertainment for the Super Bowl than there will be for the fact that red states are banning books. Again, argue with your mama. Do not argue with me. That's the crate. Do y'all see? There's your dichotomy, kids. Bad Bunny in the Super Bowl on one side. Red states banning books on the other. The red states banning books way more, but Bad Bunny will be the thing that gets the eyes. Because your media will keep your ass thinking, oh, wow, Bad Bunny there's a conversation that needs to be had. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. A corporation that has people in it that give themselves CTE every goddamn Sunday on their big super game is featuring a hot Puerto Rican star. What the hell is that? How does that weigh more than the fact that red states, some of the poorest, dumbest red states. Oh, we got another one. Hey, one of the members of the Four Horsemen. Y'all see, check my bio. Some old porn shit. Some old porn shit. Listen. Listen. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. 4 horsemen up here, baby. I think Chaos and Taz are Arn and Ole Anderson. Smoking hot is Tully Blanchard. That would make angry Ric Flair. And I'm just James J. Dillon. Symbol of excellence up in here, baby. Goddamn 4 horsemen, boy. Chaos and Taz being Arn and Ole Anderson is the shit. Oh, sorry. Listen, the Minnesota Wrecking Crew, Taz and Chaos. And then you got Tully Blanchard. That's smoking hot. Charmaine told me to go to timeout. No, I don't want to. Oh my God. Angry as Ric Flair. I told y'all this is the old school. We're not going to that. Now Barry Windham was a great addition, but that Lex Luger shit could have gone on some goddamn place. There will not be the Lex Luger version version of this 4 horsemen. God damn it. I'm gonna find that soundbite of Arn Anderson saying diamonds are forever, and so are the 4 horsemen. I'm gonna make it a sound on the soundboard. That way the 4 horsemen of this show can get their props. Y'all gonna hear, listen, y'all gonna hear this? Followed by diamonds are forever, and so is the 4 horsemen. Boy, look, I'm gonna find it. I did mod you. Hold on, let me try it again. Let me make sure I did. Hold on. I know I modded your ass. Wait a minute. Chaos is like, Taz is like, God damn it. Stop playing with me, sir. Diamonds are forever, and so are the horsemen. Oh, shit. Watch. Try to tell y'all, man. Watch. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. We have abdicated our responsibilities to running government. We've done that. We did that. Now it's time for us to take it back. Now it is time for us to take it back. We have to take it back. But when you take it back, you got to be smart about the shit. Let me tell y'all something. The candidates are always going to be dog shit. The candidates are always going to be dog shit. Okay? The candidates are always going to be dog shit until we start demanding more out of those candidates. Then we can get better candidates. Michael Pruitt's in the bed. I'm alive, Michael. That's as good as I need to get it. You know, when I die, somebody's gonna stand up there on the podium and talk about me. They're gonna say, it didn't matter what you asked Thomas. Didn't matter when you asked him. You ask him how he's doing, he said the same thing, and everybody's gonna be able to repeat in the unison. I'm alive. That's as good as I need to get it. It's true. We have to reclaim who we are. Selfishness in 2025 does not work. I'm sorry. If you're still out here believing that bootstrap bullshit, you need help. You need to talk to somebody. You need to talk to somebody. If you are still out here believing that rugged individualism shit, you need a hug. If you are still out here believing that bullshit, you need a hug. You need a hug. That bootstrap shit has never made any sense. It's 2025. You have Google. You can find out where that bullshit came from. And you can also find out from the fact that it literally came from some people, some dumbass people, some ignorant ass folk. Why the hell would you believe that shit? Why? You know, you got to get it there on your own. No, you don't. There ain't shit you're going to do in your life alone. So why would your politics be of believing somebody that would? You got to stop fighting on wedge issues, kids. Can I ask y'all a question? Why are we still debating on whether or not a person can go into a bathroom and take a shit? Why are we still arguing with that? Why are we still arguing that? Why are we still having a conversation about where a person takes a dump in a bathroom? Why? Trans, cis, I don't give a shit. Go, just don't shit. Listen, I don't care where you shit. Just don't shit outside in front of me before I get ready to walk out or walk into the bathroom. Give a damn about none of that. Michael, you know we're always here for you, brother. I want y'all to send some good positive thoughts to Michael Pruitt. I want y'all to truly send some good positive thoughts to Michael Pruitt. Okay? Yeah, what? Take a shit, wash your hands, please. Hands out here smell like booty cheeks and bad decisions and shit. Don't give a damn what a person shits. Simple. Boom. Here's another one. Here's another question. Why are men involved in a conversation about women's health? Women's health. Why? Let me tell y'all something. I said this a couple of days ago. I will repeat it until it actually starts to become a mantra. I got testes. I got testicles. I don't have ovaries. I don't got no uterus. I ain't got no womb. I ain't got none of that. Why the hell are you asking me what the hell a woman should do with her own goddamn body? Why? Shit ain't my job. Why? I cannot carry a child. So my opinion about what a woman can do about carrying a child, not carrying a child, whatever, is none of my goddamn business. You know how they say, stay the F out of black people business? Women need to start making one. They can make a rock version of one. Stay the F out of women's business. If you ain't got no womb, why are you talking? Who told you to speak? Shut your bitch ass up. Every woman should be like, oh, okay, so you want to talk about my ovaries, okay? All right, tell you what, we're going to talk about.
Got him.
Sit your bitch ass down. Let's talk about your testicles. Well, that's unfair. I don't want to talk about my testicles. Then leave my goddamn ovaries alone. Why are you asking me? I don't have any. I cannot breastfeed a child or birth one. Why are you asking me what my goddamn opinion is about women's reproductive rights? Long as they have them, I don't give a. What do you want me to do about it? Here's another one. Why are people afraid of the past? Why? Kids, America wasn't Star Spangled Awesome for everybody. Sorry. I'm sorry. Did that hurt? I don't care. America was not always great for everybody. People have been trying to live up to the words in the Constitution since the founding. We haven't always gotten it right. In fact, sometimes we've always taken the worst choice. But it wasn't great for everybody. So stop talking about how you can make it great again. Oh, you don't like that?
And after you hang me, kiss my ass.
It's true. Again, argue with your mama. Do not argue with me. If you got to ban a book about the past, bitch, you have a problem with the past. I don't. I won't even go into the racist history of this country. We had to come up with child labor laws because people were sending their goddamn kids in the coal mines and shit. Little kids smoking pipes and cigarettes because their life is stressful because they're worried about a goddamn cave-in. We had to literally make laws that say, no, you shouldn't do that. They're kids. Make sure they go to school. I'm not even going race. Not even going race. Not even. This is a country that turned away a boatload of Jewish people before the funny mustache man did what he did. Business is way too involved in our goddamn in our government. And it doesn't need to be that way. I'm really trying to get to that part. No, get your ass out of here. This place was not always great, kids. So to say that you want your country back to when it was great, bitch, it never was. It never was. Never. It was started on murder. It was started on exploitation. It was started on enslavement. It was started on genocide. What the hell makes you think you can be great? What the hell makes you think you can be great if your starting point is enslavement, genocide, and murder? What? Want some more? Got a lot more. Why does your religion have to run my life? Why does your religion have to run my life? What I do in my bedroom is my business. What I do in this office is my business. How I raise my kids is my business, right? All that's my business. Mind your business, go take care of your responsibility, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So why don't you keep your religion out of my business? If my money goes to a state government, I have paid into it. Your religious beliefs should not matter in there because I've paid into it and I don't believe in them. I pay my taxes every single year to the federal government. That means I am responsible for the federal government moving and keeping going forward. I am an atheist. I don't believe in your religion. Why is it in my government? Why? Get that shit back to where it belongs. Get it out of here. The National Prayer Breakfast should not exist in the United States. You want to have a breakfast? Make it an interfaith thing. Not scheduled, not brought to you by. It's an interfaith thing. That means atheists sit next to Jews, sit next to Muslims, sit next to Christians, sit next to Pastafarians, sit next to agnostics. And they don't talk about religion. They talk about brotherhood and common humanity. No prayers. No Christian dogma. None of that shit. None of it. You don't get a chance to have your religion and tell me what the hell I'm supposed to be doing, bitch. Yes, Pastafarians. Hey, theme park, you didn't know about Pastafarians? Did you not know about Pastafarians? Yes, trailer park. No, theme park, not trailer park. Theme park, yes, Pastafarians. Have an interfaith luncheon, an interfaith breakfast, where we try to strengthen the bonds of brotherhood and sisterhood amongst all Americans, make them all feel welcome. Not the National Prayer Breakfast brought to you by Christian Dominionist. Get that shit out of my laws. Get that shit out of my laws. I didn't pay for that. Get that shit out of my laws. It's Pastafarians. Their deity is the flying spaghetti monster. You can laugh at it all you want, but they are a true and honest religion. People actually do wear strainers on their heads. It sounds crazy, but it's true. It is true. Vance, you better kill it. You better kill it. You better lay out all the reasons why you should are better for your district than Hakeem Jeffries. You better kill it. You better kill it. If your faith brings people together, in the time of need, doing as Jesus would want you to do, doing as Muhammad would want you to do, then that's fine. Ain't nobody got a problem with that. But if your religion is trying to make laws, bitch, get it the F out of my goddamn business. Period. I paid for that. And if you just can't get your nose out of American governance, then you gonna pay to play, baby. You gonna pay to play. It's time for you to break bread, baby. Where that dough at? Where that dough at? Where that dough at? If you're gonna have your ass up in here trying to make laws that I have to live under, nah, bitch, I want that money. How can you say you're an Odinist or a Viking, but you're not racist? Huh? Oh, hell no. Did we just hit him with an ejectocito, cuz? Let me get this out of here right of the way. Man, if you don't get your punk ass out, go on. If your ass is coming in to try to tell me how I should live based on your big book of bad ideas, bitch, break bread. Get my goddamn money. Here's one. Why is the patriarchy so deep in this country? Ladies and gentlemen, a woman can be president of the United States. A gay person, a trans person, a Latino, an Asian, a Jew, a Muslim, all of them can be president of the United States. I did not mess up the church money. All of them can be president of the United States. President of the United States is a temp job, bitch. I said what I said. The only permanence is the job itself. Anybody can do it if you are qualified. I know some people are out here like right now. No, I don't. I ain't leaving. The president of the United States is a temp job. Congressmen are temp jobs. Senators are temp jobs. Every one of them. Every one of them. And as a temp job, you're right, Chaos. The paycheck is permanent. It shouldn't be. When your ass is out that job, you shouldn't be getting any bread. I said exactly what the hell I said. What's going on, Jeff? You ain't a senator or a congressman anymore. You ain't getting no bread. I know. Listen, a bunch of former senators and congressmen are like, bitch, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. Oh, you mad at me? I don't care.
And after you hang me,
Kiss my ass.
kiss my ass.
These people are your employees, ladies and gentlemen. Yours. They belong to you. Vance, the one thing I want you to remember, and the whole time you're primarying Hakeem Jeffries, you are selling yourself. You are giving your resume to the people in your district. You're saying that your resume is better than Hakeem Jeffries. Let's say you beat him in the primary. Then you go to the general election. You are now putting your resume against a Republican. But when you win, I won't say if, when you win and you're sworn into Congress, it's a temp job. You work for the people. You do not work for special interests. You do not work for other people other than the people in your goddamn district. Those are your only priorities. Those people in those districts, people in every other districts, people all over the United States. That is not a permanent job. Remember that. That is not a permanent goddamn job. It is a temp job. And if somebody comes up with a better resume than yours, they will get the job. They will get the job as long as you keep that in your head, Vance. I am a public servant. I do not work for special interests. I do not work for corporate interest. I don't work for secret super PACs. I work for the goddamn people. And you running in Brooklyn? Come on, baby. Come on, baby. You running where Biggie lived. What are you doing? You better. I'm just saying. All right, who is talking this bullshit? Who is talking this bullshit? Who is this idiot? Love RT. Viking are evil and racist men and women. Hey, you know what? I'm kind of done with you in my goddamn comment section. Get your bitch ass out of here with that shit. One of the four horsemen will escort your ass out the goddamn door. Viking evil. Shut up. We need to start reminding our goddamn men and women that work for us that they work for us. This is what I mean by an educated populace. Don't worry about it smoking hot. That's why there's four of y'all. That's why there's four of y'all. Listen, they get past one, but they ain't gonna get past the other three. That's all I'm saying. That's why I'm saying we have to be more educated populace about the things that our government is doing on a day-to-day basis. One of the best stories I have about my dad. This was after I found out that he had throat cancer. Is that Kim the Purple Bear? Hello, Kim. So I leave them out with him. We had just came back from overseas. I get back, I talk to my sister. Dad has throat cancer. He's gonna have surgery. So I'm like, all right, bet. I go down to Atlanta to meet my dad, right? Right. And my dad's routine is what sparked my interest and in politics. My dad would get up like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, make him a pot of coffee, and he would sit and watch C-SPAN all day. Didn't watch nothing else. C-SPAN. Some of y'all know how boring C-SPAN is, right? Listen, Listen, if you watch 2 hours of C-SPAN, some of y'all gonna be like, my father was watching this shit all day long, right? Pot of coffee. If he ate breakfast, he'd eat it at the table, come right back, watch C-SPAN. So when I got down there to see him, I'm in the Navy. I'm used to getting up at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. I get up, he's making coffee. I'm like, all right, bet. We have some coffee. I'm like, Dad, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna watch C-SPAN. All right. So we sit down and we watch C-SPAN. My father knew every senator, their names, what parties they belonged to, their last 3 votes, what caucuses they were in and stuff like that. My father knew every congressman, party, last votes, what caucuses, what committees and everything, right? Obsidian Bears in the building. For 2 weeks, my father went on the road, but he only went on the road to the state of Georgia because he couldn't do any more over the road because of cancer. And that was the best 2 weeks I ever spent with my father in my entire life. In my entire life, that was the best 2 weeks I ever spent with my dad, ever. He would grab the newspaper and he'd grab the front page, the news. I'd have the opinion page. We'd switch back and then we'd start talking. My father was the one who taught me to question everything. Do not simply believe what is said by one person. Always, always be cynical about things. He also taught me that government belongs to the people. Government belongs to the people. It does not belong to these special interests, but people do not understand that. We have got to be better equipped about our politics, ladies and gentlemen. Love you, Magpie. Go be the awesome supervillain that you're becoming. I love you. Who, my dad? He didn't pass out weirdly, did he? No, listen, my father would stay up and watch C-SPAN. I couldn't do it. I watched 2 hours. I had to go outside and smoke cigarettes. I was like, hey, yo, no, hell no. And my father was also the one that I didn't smoke for that entire 2 weeks. I was wearing nicotine patches and shit, but as soon as I got back to the ship, I was lighting up. So, but we have to be more equipped for the world that we are trying to bring our children in. Okay? We have to. It is your civic duty to hold power to account. Good morning. It is your responsibility to hold power to account. I get it. Everybody loves my TikToks. Oh, TikToks, love my TikToks. A lot of people want to tell me how lazy it is to just sit and make a TikTok video. No, it's not. No, it's not. I owe you guys a social commentary from a villain's point of view. That I've said that. Social commentary from a villain's point of view. You don't have to like my point of view. But it is social commentary from a villain's perspective or point of view. But guess what? Guess what? That does not negate you going back and checking and looking and finding these stories. Because if I do all the damn work, y'all can judge it. Oh, well, that's bullshit. You ain't do this, that, and you living in it. No. It's part of the duty that we have. We have a duty, a responsibility, because we all got to remember, none of us are getting out this bitch alive. My father did pass out a couple of times. I always thought it was because of The fact that he would drink half a bottle of NyQuil to go to sleep. And that green nasty shit. But anyway. We, and by we I mean the United States populace, are governed by politics every single day. But if you are distracted with Bad Bunny at the Super Bowl or the Netflix documentary with the catfishing and shit like that, if you are bogged down with those things, you forget that you have a responsibility to elect people that is going to help you in the future, because once again, none of us are getting out this bitch alive. None of us are getting out this bitch alive. We ain't leaving out here with all them jewels and shit. Life will end. The reason people like Charlie Kirk got famous in the first place is because Charlie Kirk found a niche. And that niche was confirming biases, confirming racial biases, confirming gender biases, confirming sexuality biases. He was giving his followers confirmation of the bullshit they already believed. I don't do that. I do not do that. I don't do that. I'm literally not here to confirm a bias you already have. I am here to spark a conversation, not just with yourself, but with the people in your the people in your life, the people in your universe, the people that you are actually out here interacting with every single solitary goddamn day. Hey, good old gal. Bitch, you'll never have to worry about me running my mouth in the basement anyway. This ain't a basement. This is a barn. This is my office. Run your stupid ass up out of here. The hell is wrong with you, dumbass? Again, why would y'all walk in trying to talk shit? Charlie Kirk should have been in a basement. Probably would have made it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not here to confirm your biases. I'm here to challenge them. And by that exact same token, that should give you the ammunition to challenge the people that want to work for you. Your senators, your congressmen, your governors, your presidential candidates. And I mean challenge them on real shit, not that fictional shit you have in your goddamn head. Exactly, can we not? On a Wild Wednesday, they have this bullshit. One of the reasons I have a desire to run for public office, but I probably won't, is because I'm not good at the politics thing. I'm not good at the glad handing. I'm not good at the compromise shit. I'm not good at it. Somebody gonna get cussed out. Somebody gonna get cussed, smooth the hell out. It's gonna be Playboy, parking lot, 15 minutes type. I'm not good at that. The gentleman from the distinguished gentleman from South Carolina, let him say that shit one more time, and the distinguished gentleman from South Carolina can see my ass in the parking lot. You get to bring ass to get ass. You got to bring ass to get ass. You don't get to say shit about me like my ass ain't in the goddamn room. Would the gentleman from South Carolina like to see my ass in the parking lot? Come on, partner. Partner up. 15, 11 minutes. 15, 11 minutes. You got to bring ass to get ass. You got to bring ass to get ass. I'm not here to confirm your biases. I am here to challenge them. And I'm also here to spark the conversations that you need to have amongst the people in your life, the people in your community, the people in your neighborhood, the people in your state. I can't be the one. I can't be Mr. We try to find a bipartisan way to screw millions of goddamn people. I said this before. I have said this before, and please, it bears goddamn repeating. Bears repeating. okay? There is not a piece of legislation that is debated or talked about in the halls of Congress, in the Senate, in the governor's mansion, or in the White House that does not affect millions of people. Millions. There's over 330 million Americans in this country. One piece of legislation can affect 1/3 of them, 2/3 of them, or the whole populace. That is not something to play with. That's not something to play with. That's not a game. That's not a game, ladies and gentlemen. This is real life shit. It's suspended because I don't have no goddamn idea. I don't even know. Cash App's on my bio. Super chats are open on YouTube. TikTok can eat a dick. It's suspended for 14 days, kids. 14 days. There's not one piece of legislation that does not affect millions of lives. Do y'all understand how big of a responsibility that is? That's not to be played with. Somebody you voted for goes up to Washington, D.C. and proposes a bill that's going to affect you and everybody you know. You and everybody you know. That's not to be played with. That's why you don't send unrealistic people to Congress or to Washington, D.C. or to the State House. That's why. You don't send unserious people to do the people's work. You don't. I'm sorry, you don't. That shit is not a game, yo. Tracina's in the building. I appreciate that, RJ. I appreciate that, brother. You don't send unserious people to elected office. If you like them in a popularity contest, cool. But you do not want them in the halls of Congress. Because something they might suggest or something they might vote yes on could screw you and everybody that you know. Why would you risk it? Why? An unserious candidate with a bunch of wedge issues falling out of their mouth. They own the libs. Why the hell would you risk that? That's too goddamn dangerous, baby. You got a bomb. You got a nuclear weapon. And it needs to be disarmed. So you send Woody Woodpecker in there to disarm it. Everybody dead. Now everybody dead. Everybody dead. You don't send unserious people to a serious job. American politics are the way they are because we, the American people, have allowed them to be this way. You got to put your fears to the side, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a black man in America. Racism scares the shit out of me, but I know I am prepared. Racism scares the shit out of me, but I know I'm prepared. I do not come from weak stock. So when I vote, do I vote against racism? Yes, I do. Yes. But I also vote against sexism, homophobia, xenophobia, anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, transphobia, and ableism. With one vote, I do this. With one vote. Because I research the person I am voting for. I ask all the pertinent questions. If I get good answers, okay. If I get bad answers, I ain't vote for your stupid ass. Yes, to my Jewish brothers and sisters, yes, there is rampant anti-Semitism. I will tell you that right now. As a black man, I will tell you that right now. There is rampant anti-Semitism. But that is not a reason to vote for somebody who is going to be bad for communities that are not Jewish. You might have to get your ass in bed with a person who literally says, I'm going to fight Islamophobia and I'm going to fight anti-Semitism at the same time. You might not like them, but that's your chance, because the alternative is to vote for somebody that you know, oh, well, yeah, they fought for anti-Semitism and then they voted for some shit that took away leukemia cancer research for children. Now, how do you feel? Feel good? You got to be smarter than this. Like somebody said in the the TikTok chat, stop being a one-issue voter. My brother, my friend, and co-owner of Ghost Call Productions Radio, Mr. Jeff Kennedy, has entered into the YouTube chats. Good morning, Jeff. My one issue is human rights. My one issue is human rights. What does that encompass? Everything. Everything. I fight all the isms. I fight all the phobias when I am literally, my one issue is human goddamn rights. I am tired of watching ICE agents snatch people up off the goddamn street. I don't speak a lick of Spanish. I put it this way. I know a few letters and phrases in Spanish. I don't speak a lick of Spanish, but I am sick of watching people who speak Spanish getting snatched up by fake ass ICE agents, because I am a human rights person. I am sick to death of watching black women, some of the smartest, if not the smartest people in America right now, being treated like shit. I am sick of it, because I am a human rights voter. Let them lead. I am sick of religious people telling non-religious people what they can and cannot do with their own lives, starting with women and their body autonomy, because I am a human rights voter. I am sick of watching people get fired from jobs and be at the edge of destitution, living in their cars, working 2 jobs without a livable goddamn wage, because I am a one-issue human rights voter. I don't give a shit if it's in the Appalachian Mountains or the streets of Chicago. I'm done with it. I am tired of us always going to war. I want us to try peace once, just once, because I am a one-issue human rights voter. I am tired of watching this Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, and these people get praise because they have so much goddamn money. But the problem is they have made it off the backs of hardworking Americans, some of which can't even unionize. I am a one-issue voter. Human rights, ladies and gentlemen. Human goddamn rights. I am tired of watching my tax dollars turn into bombs. And I'm tired of those bombs killing people. From the Ukraine to Gaza, I don't give a shit. I would like for us to stop doing that. I would like for us to take this massive ass defense budget that we have, cut that shit in half, and actually do something for this empire that we need this military for in the first goddamn place. I am a human rights voter. I do not have time or effort for your isms. I do not have time or desire for your phobias. A Jewish man is my brother. A Jewish woman is my sister. A black man is my brother. A black woman is my sister. A Muslim man is my brother. A Muslim woman is my sister. Gay folks are family. Lesbians are families. Trans people are my family. All of them are family to me. When I vote for all of them. I do not have time for your what about bullshit. I don't. Because I vote for human rights. As a creator of content, as a social commentator, I owe you this. I owe you this. I don't care how many people come and watch this show in the morning. I like the numbers, but that ain't what I'm here for. I am here to literally give you a social commentary from a villain's point of view. That is my point of view, ladies and gentlemen. I am a lover of humanity. I have no time for your phobias. I have no time for your isms. Get them out of my face. I vote this way. I think this way. I act this way. Because if we don't, we lose. If we don't think in these terms, we lose. I don't have a uterus, so don't ask me about women's reproductive rights. Ask the women that are affected. I am not a trans woman, nor am I a trans man. I don't care what bathroom they go to. I want to protect our children from bullies and bullets, not your fictional fantasy of someone touching your child. Oh, by the way, I also want to get them goddamn pedophiles out of here. I have no time to hear about racism happening to white people. If it is happening to white folks, maybe you should want it stamped out the way the rest of us do. I believe migrants have made this country exactly what it should have been. I believe some of the strongest, best voices we have in America are Black women voices. My ego does not get bruised by me saying that. I fight for those who cannot fight for themselves, and I do it in the best way I know possible, by using my voice. I will never side with money. Money is simply a useful tool. It does not run my life. It does not make my life 10 times better or 10 times worse. It is not my God. It is simply a means to do better in this world. If I got millions of dollars, I can do millions of dollars of good deeds. If I got a few dollars, I can do a few dollars worth of good deeds. But that shit does not make me or break me. I am not here to play your partisan bullshit. I am a liberal. I am a liberal in the truest sense of the word. I am a liberal. I am a progressive. That means to progress forward. I don't want to conserve the shit we've been doing. I want to change it. I want to change it. If you are for changing the way we do America today, you are a liberal. You are a progressive. It's not about your goddamn candidate. It's about your ideas. It's about your ideas. Are they for the people? Are they going to help the people? Are they going to change the way we do America today? Then sit your monkey ass down. Let's plan a way to fix this shit. Don't come at me with the Steins and the she couldas and the guy. Don't say shit. Sit down. You got some ideas? Put them on paper. Let's get them. Let's run them through. Let's bring people in and let's see if we can fix the way we do America today. Because if you are not here for that, you are in my way. You are in my way. I want to change how America does America. I want candidates that are willing to change the way America does America. Progressive liberal policies. I will not sit, nor will I listen to your bootstrap bullshit. You are more than welcome to take that and shove it up your ass. I don't want to hear it. I'm not about it. Rugged individualism is a goddamn oxymoron in my life. And I'm not about to sit here and even entertain anybody who wants to talk like that. We are all in this bitch together. I don't use DEI. I say diversity, equity, and inclusion, and accessibility. I don't use letters. I use the words that they are derived from. I've been woke longer than some people have been asleep. Because to be woke is to be aware, not some fancy effed up word that goofy ass right-wing white people got a hold of and ruined. Nah, bitch, I'm about being woke. I'm about being aware. My job is to make sure we never have another Adriana Smith. When it comes to women's health care and women's rights to body autonomy, my job is to make sure we don't end up with another Adriana Smith. And that means having the conversation about women's health and women's rights to body autonomy be centered and started, centered, and fixed by women, not men, not Christians, women. It is there. It is there. It's their bodies. It is their lives. Let them fix this on their own. My job as a man is to protect the fact that they want to have that conversation in the first place. As a heterosexual man, it is my job to show other men that I do not fear trans people. Why the hell are we even talking about them anyway? It's my job to say, guess what? Let them live their life. Life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. It is my job and my responsibility to argue against the over-policing of my neighborhood, the over-policing of brown neighborhoods, to show them that everybody in these hoods, everybody in these barrios are not criminals. They're human goddamn beings, and they deserve the right to be treated as such. It is my job and my responsibility to make sure that people have adequate health care. You can spend billions of dollars on a new rocket, bitch. You can spend billions of dollars to try to make sure everybody in this country has an access to health care. I am not about a wedge issue. Kiss my ass. I'm about real solutions that progress the American people. And I will not support any candidate that ain't about that business. Because I am tired of our country being embarrassed by this orange piece of shit. I'm sick of it. I am sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of us always having to cater to the lowest goddamn common denominator, the lowest uneducated, selfish bitch. I'm tired of it. It's about time to tell them either step up, get up, or move your bitch ass out the way. It is long past time for us to tell the lowest common denominator, these I want my country back ass people who are uneducated and racist and every other damn thing, to sit your monkey ass down and shut your bitch ass up.
I'm running this shit. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
I am a progressive, ladies and gentlemen. I want to see us go forward. I know the fights that I have going on right now, I will probably never be one of the people that get to benefit from them. And that's fine, because ain't nobody getting out this bitch alive. I can live with that. I can live with it. I can. But these right here, this is my line. Where's yours? Where's your line, ladies and gentlemen? Where's your line, ladies and gentlemen? That's what you need to ask yourself this morning. Where's your line? Where is it? If you are in a red state and Moms for Liberty shows up at your school board, you need to be cussing them bitches out. Need to be cussing them bitches out. As soon as they walk their ass in the door.
Shun the non-believer. Shun.
Soon as they walk in the door. Bitch, you ain't banning books up in here. You ain't banning books up in here. You can get your raggedy ass the hell up out of here. Who are you, bitch? You don't even have kids in this goddamn district. You can leave now. You can go. There's the door, bitch. Stand up. These are your kids in these school districts. Don't just roll over. Don't just roll over and go, oh, well, you know, I maybe I don't bet. No, no. Hey, yo, is that Moms for Liberty? Yeah, damn sure is them hoes. Oh, no.
Shun the non-believer. Shun.
Get your bitch ass out of here. They roll in, y'all roll in twice as deep. Who are we? Moms for getting these hoes up out of here. That's what we are. Moms for getting these hoes up out of here. As soon as they get up, we might have banned a book. Bitch, if you don't get your monkey ass out of this goddamn room, I'm going to smack the brakes off your ass. You ain't banning no books up in my goddamn school district. Listen, white people, they going to show up at your school. They're going to show up at your school board. They're going to act a goddamn fool. They're going to talk about woke ideology and woke Nazi and this, that, and the third. I'm telling you, give them permission to tell them hoes sit their bitch asses down.
I'm running this shit. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
Bitch, you don't come up in my goddamn school district and banning books my children want to read. Oh, no, ho. I read Huck Finn. They going to read Huck Finn. And you going to Huck Finn your ass up out of here, bitch, before I steal on your ass.
You got the brain ass to get ass.
Y'all see that? When y'all see people talk about the woke ideology, ask them what it means. Get in their face. What does that mean? Come on, daddy. What does it mean? Come on. Tell me about that woke. Huh? Oh, you don't know?
I'm running this shit. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
Woke a Nazi. Bitch, if you say that shit in front of me, I'm going to smack the fire out your ass. What is a what? A woke a huh? A woke a huh? Say it again. Say it again, mommy. Say it again. Huh? Get your ass down. Bitch, you need a throat. What's wrong with you? Time for y'all to get real. Brass tacks, know what I mean? We got to stop this idea that everybody's paralyzed with fear. Our government is shut down right now. Our government is shut down right now. And by our, I mean our government is shut down. We paid for it. We send workers up there. Oh, I love you, Sunshine. I miss you. I miss you, Sunshine. You know that. We paid for this. It's our shit. How would you like it if tomorrow morning you get up to go get in your car that you put gas in, you get the oil changed, the brakes changed and shit. You wake up tomorrow morning, there's a boot on your shit. There's a boot on your goddamn car. You're going to be mad as shit. You are going to be mad as shit. You're going to be like, what is this boot doing here? You done parked in the right place. You turned your lights off. Wasn't no gun, wasn't no this, wasn't no nothing. You wake up the next morning, there's a boot in your goddamn car. You are going to lose your goddamn mind. It's going to be listen, it's going to be misunderstandings and furniture moving. I don't give a damn if that shit happened on a Friday. You can wake up and go, whoa, 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 whoa. Who put this goddamn boot on my car? Man, who put the goddamn boot on my car? Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God's watching. That's our government. Our government got a boot on it right now. We don't know why it got a boot on it. We got a bunch of people talking about the boot gonna stay there for a while. And the guy in charge talking about, I'm gonna fire everybody that makes the boots for the car. And what is it that we're all missing in this? What is it that we are all missing in this? What's the one part about this we are all missing? You ready? This is our fault. We cannot keep doing governance like this. We just can't. We cannot keep doing governance like this. I am tired of fictional politics. I'm sick of it. I am sick of fictional politics. If your dumbass wants a civil war, you're going to lose. The federal government will blow your dumbass away. Be realistic. You bought a bunch of weapons because you wanted them. And now you realize you have no personality without those bunch of weapons. That's it. You have an arsenal for a fictional war that you would lose within 10 minutes. So put the goddamn guns down. Go touch some grass. Go meet your neighbor. Go debate with somebody. So go learn something. John Wayne was a fictional goddamn movie character. He was not a Green Beret. He never served in a war. Marion didn't do a goddamn thing. He was a pussy. Excuse my French. No, don't excuse my French. He was a pussy. If that's your template for masculinity, I suggest you get another template. My name's John Wayne. I never really did anything. I like the blacks. Like, no. Wasn't even real. He was a movie star. Your neighbor is not your enemy. I don't care if they got pink hair. I don't give a shit if they got red hair. I don't give a shit if they got a Black Lives Matter tattoo on the back of their neck. They are still your neighbors. And if you want to talk all that religion shit, then goddamn it, we gonna live as Jesus told y'all to live. 2 commandments, bitches, 2. Love the Lord your God with all your heart. That one seems to be fairly easy. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. That's the part some of y'all are struggling with. That y'all have been trying to find loopholes with that shit since back in the day when Negroes were freed. You either gonna do all of it or you ain't gonna do none of it. And by the way, I don't want none of this shit as my laws in my damn country. I don't want to follow this shit. I don't. You're not gonna make a law based on some shit you ain't even following. I ain't got a womb. Stop asking me what I feel about women's reproductive health. I ain't got no damn womb. I ain't got a womb. I ain't got ovaries. I ain't got a uterus. I got nuts. That's it. So my opinion literally matters for nothing. The people that should be talked about, the people that should be in those conversations are women. Trans people don't want to do shit but live their lives. Leave them alone. Stop foistering their bullshit ass fantasies that you have in your goddamn head about them on them. They didn't ask for them, and you shouldn't have given it to them in the first place. Leave that shit alone. You want to protect your kids? Start thinking about first and foremost locking up all those goddamn weapons. Lock up them goddamn weapons so we ain't got to worry about them. Somebody in your family getting them and going to a goddamn local school and then ending lives. The military is a microcosm of the United States. A good leader knows how to be firm when they have to be, but caring when they have to be. Some of the best NCOs I've ever had in my life were tough, but they also gave a shit. They were tough on me, but they actually gave a shit about me. So when I became a leader, I felt the same way. A good military leader understands when to be firm and when to care. They're not drunk ass frat boys with weird ass, almost Nazi-like tattoos all over their goddamn body, who are drunk all the damn time and talk about fat goddamn generals when their boss is the Hamburglar if he won. I am a progressive. I want progress in our country. I want us to live up to the words in the Constitution. All of us were created equal. Certain inalienable rights: life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. If we're ever going to become the country we can be, we need to start asking this question over and over and over again when it comes to things that are against human rights.
Why?
Why are we doing that? That does not help humanity. Why are we doing it? That does not help the common interests of the Americas. Why are we doing that? We should lead with peace and be ready for war, not lead with war and then talk about peace. We spend way too much on defense for us to be this goddamn stupid. And if you're running from the word progressive, you really ought to be ashamed of yourself. You really ought to be ashamed of yourself. Don't you want progress? If you don't,
Why?
I am a humanist, progressive, liberal. I'm also a mistake-prone man who is not going to be perfect in anything and has made mistakes. It took me years to get where I'm at right now. Years. A lot of self-reflection, a lot of debating things about my goddamn self. I'm here now. I'm here now. And I'm telling y'all right now,
I'm surgical with this bitch, Jake. How you want it?
you ain't got to like me. Some of you genuinely hate me. It's the price I pay for being who I am. But I'll be goddamned if y'all tell me what my worth is ever again. Ever again.
And after you hang me, kiss my ass.
Kiss my ass. Listen, this is why Wednesday was off the meat rack. Like y'all let, like, you know what I mean? I love the hell out of y'all, man. I do this. Listen, I do it for y'all. This is a community. This is a community. I want to give you guys encouragement to be the best versions of yourself. Only benefits me when you are. Because that means you out there living your goddamn life by your rules. You are a humanist. People can call it indoctrination all you want. That's fine. This ain't a cult over here. I'm not a cult leader. I don't want your fealty or your submissiveness. I just want y'all to be the best, very best versions of your goddamn self. That's it. That is it. If you do that, my job is done. My job is done. I don't ever want y'all to think this is a cult or you got a this, that, and the third. Nope. This is all about you becoming the best version of you. And me giving y'all the kicking ass that you need to do so. If you like what I'm doing here and would like to support, think about becoming a Patreon at patreon.com/Thomas_Bishop. For as little as $3 a month, you can help me keep all of this running. I know I was supposed to drop Accidental Thruple Part 3 yesterday. I will drop it today. Yesterday, the damn air conditioner man came in and I was stuck with his ass all day in the house trying to, make sure that shit was done. So think about becoming a Patreon, patreon.com/Thomas_Bishop. Show is brought to you in part by Smooth California, skincare products that will make you look and feel your absolute best. And remember, they are all natural. Some of y'all got bad skin. Try some Smooth California. Go to smoothca.online. Type in the villain 25 for 25% off of your purchase. This show is brought to you in part by Melanated Excellence, a celebration of the melanation. But remember, you don't have to be melanated to be a part of the celebration. MelExcellence.com. This show is brought to you in part by Repioset, baby. Something Black Made. Go to somethingblackmade.com and check out some of the incredible clothing they have on their website. Letterman's jackets for all you high school dropouts. And remember, leather jacket 2025. Go to somethingblackmade.com. Finally, this show is brought to you in part by W Energy. Go to w.gg, pick up some incredible energy drinks they have. They have something called taurine in it. Taurine, I think that's what it's called, taurine. I drink a little thing called Grandpa's Denture Water. Sounds disgusting, don't it? Trust me, it tastes delicious. It gives you the kick start in your day that you need. Go to w.gg, type in Thomas Bishop for 10% off of your purchase. w.gg. Remember, kids, Tureen, thank you. The sound of coffee shop is open, is running, and is piping hot. I know I have delayed a couple of things. It is only because this is a one-man show. I run everything, so I forget sometimes. I know, ladies, y'all been over here drooling, waiting on the Saints, the Lions Mane Saints Ain't Swole Me shirt. I know. Listen, some of y'all saw just a glimpse of the Lions Mane Saints Ain't Swole Me shirt in Accidental Thruple, and y'all been out here tripping. Y'all been, oh my God, oh my God, is that the Lion Mane? Yes, that is the infamous Lion Mane Saints Ain't Swole Me shirt. I will put those on the shop. I promise you. This week, I've got nothing but, I got a doctor's appointment here in about an hour, and I'm gonna make sure that the Lions Mane is on there. But go to the Sound of Coffee, all one word, shop.fourthwall.com. Tonight, we got a double feature for you. On these Ghost Claw Productions radios, airwaves, and on Facebook, it is Heart to Heart with Pastor Clinton. Pastor Clinton talks about all of your spiritual and relationship needs. She is fantastic. She is literally fantastic. One of the best to do it. I'm serious. Bottom line, she's one of the best. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on these Ghost Claw Production radio airwaves. Heart to Heart with Pastor Clinton. Tonight. On the YouTube channel, the Ghost Club Productions Radio YouTube channel. It is Rouse High Exalted, where myself, General Gambit, Angry IT Nerd, and one Dave the Viking will be trying to find out whether or not how we can get to Rouse neighborhood. So tonight, you got a double feature. If you are all about spirituality, go and check out Pastor Clinton tonight on Facebook and check him out. Check her out on these GCPR airways. That is GCPR.live. And on the YouTube channel is Rouse High Exalted with the 4 Row acolytes doing what we always do. So what is it that we say every day, kids? I want y'all to know something. I don't know if I'm the only one that thinks like this, but I genuinely want y'all to know something. The light that I have in my heart is a reflection of the light my mother and father had for me. Okay? The light that I have in my heart is a reflection of the light my mother and my father had for me. I have a voice now. I have a voice. For 30, 40 years, I never really knew whether or not anything I said would even matter. I know better now. I know better. I know better, so I do better. America can be fixed, but only if people give a shit. You gotta care in order to change it. Sitting on the sidelines is not going to fix this. Voting and then not checking up or holding the person you voted for accountable is not going to fix this, kids. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're in a bad place. I'll be the first person to tell you that one. But it don't mean we got to stay there. It doesn't mean we have to stay there. I think one of the first week's show that I had here on the Sound of Coffee, I said, my existence is resistance. And I mean that. I mean that. I mean that. My existence in America is a resistance against what America is trying to be. Not as long as I breathe. Not as long as my voice carries. What did Maximus say? What we do in life echoes in eternity. I want this to echo in eternity. I want this to echo long past my bones becoming powder. You, ladies and gentlemen, have that power. You have it. This government belongs to us. This nation belongs to us. Yes, it's scary. Do not get me wrong. And yes, you may die. But that was the promise when you were born. That was the promise when you were born, baby. You're not getting out this bitch alive. No. No. But you know what you can do? You can raise enough hell that something in this country changes. You can raise enough hell that something in this country changes. Don't ever think your voice is too small. Don't ever think your reach is too limited. You can change the goddamn world. And I believe you can. I believe you can. Tracina with the good word. Hydrate, elevate, self-love is self-care. I love y'all. Have a beautiful day on purpose. That is the good word from Tracina. What is it that we say every day, kids? May your day be as sweet as the coffee in your cup. I love every one of you. I believe in every one of you. The coffee bean community is one of the having you guys in this community is one of the proudest moments of my entire adult life. I couldn't be prouder of you if I birthed you myself. I love y'all. I believe in every one of you. No questions asked. No gift involved. Just because I can. You all, you beautiful, unique coffee beans can change the goddamn world. And you never even have to mention my name. You can just say, coffee beans make the world go round. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, my name is Thomas Bishop. I am known as the villain. My title and designation is the brutalist, the leader of the Villains Guild. And this, ladies and gentlemen, has been one hard-hitting, laugh-filled, thought-provoking episode. Why Wednesday episodes of everybody's favorite morning show. The Sound of Coffee on Ghost Club Productions Radio, GCPR, where every voice matters. Remember, Heart to Heart with Pastor Clinton on these GCPR airwaves. Go to gcpr.live and listen in. Remember, Rouse High Exalted on the GCPR YouTube channel. I love you. I love you. I love you. Unconditionally, limitless, without a doubt. I love you. I'm proud of you. If nobody tells you they love you, I love you. If nobody tells you they're proud of you today, I'm proud of you. If nobody tells you that you are worth it and the world is a sweeter and more beautiful place with you in it, I'm saying it. You can tell them the villain told you that. With love in my heart, I say this. With peace on my mind, I give this. Oh, God, he's so damn fine. Shit. Lord. Man, get any more fine, he's going to be like sheep wool. Woo. And just a tad bit of hair grease. I will see every one of you tomorrow. I love y'all. Be safe. Peace.